Welcome back, everyone. But if it's your first time, thank you for tuning in. I hope you join us on our grand adventure. You see, here on this channel, we're on a journey from 2010 to 2025, playing every game that has come out from AAA to indie, sleeper hits, forgotten treasures, and games that just went under the radar. But there are 3 rules. Number 1, the game must be available for purchase. For now, we're just focusing on PC. Number 2, we must beat the game in all DLC. Just getting to the credits on the base game and DLC is enough. And number 3, for every 1,000 subs this channel gets, you beautiful ladies and gentlemen pick a game that I've uploaded to this channel for me to 100%. Now that everyone's on the same page, we have a lot of games to play. Let's get into it. The year is 2010, January 5th. 4 games released that day. And today we are playing FABLE 2. The actual release for January 5th is FABLE 2 Game of the Year Edition, but that is not available anywhere. I was only able to get FABLE 2, the regular game, on Xbox Game Pass, and it has to be Xbox Ultimate Game Pass, $20 a month. And then even with that, you can't play the DLC unless you have an actual Xbox. So it won't let you play the DLC on a PC, but the base game you can. So that's the thing. I end up buying the DLC and having to return it and get a refund. But for the game, if you're not gonna do an emulator, that's the only place you can play it. I don't even know if there's a port for an emulator. But anyways, well, I finished the game, had a great time. Let's just get into the story. FABLE 2 starts with 2 poor kids, Sparrow, the main character, and his sister. There's a wandering merchant that comes into town that piques their interest. So both the kids go over there and see that he's selling a music box. A lady convinces the twins to purchase the music box and see if it is magic. So the kids do just that. They get their 5 gold together and purchase the music box. The sister activates it, but their wish doesn't come true. They are then later invited by one of the guards to come to the Castle Fairfax, by request of Lord Lucian. Once we get there, Lord Lucian asks about the box and we tell him, and he's surprised that we were able to even interact with the box because you need magic to do it. So he asks us to step on this plate that lights up as we do, and then he looks through the pages of his book looking for a certain hero, and he realizes that we are the 4th hero, either me or my sister, and that's going against whatever he's planning. We don't know his plans just yet. So he kills our sister, bang bang. Then he shoots us and we fall right through the window. After that, the mysterious lady who we saw by the wandering merchant comes by and picks us up, and we jump 10 years later after we recover from our injuries. She then tells us that we are the 4th hero and she's gonna train us, and then once we're trained up, we're gonna find the other 3 heroes. She also lets us know that Lucian is planning to build a spire, and with the spire, he's planning on collecting all the magic in the area and using that to bend reality and make a wish. Also, it turns out this isn't the first time this happened. The first time someone used their wish to destroy all of Albion, and Albion is the land that they're on. So the goal now is to find 3 heroes before Lucian does, recruit them, and then kill Lucian, destroy the tower. So we go to Oakfield, we earn some renown, and we find a monk named Hana. And while we do like our hero quest for Hana, her father ends up dying and kind of goes against the monk training she's had of not hitting or participating in combat. And now Hana comes to this realization that she can do more good from dispatching people who are bad or who are committing atrocities. So Hana turns into the hammer, and she is our hero of strength. Next, we are sent out to look for Garth. Garth was an associate of Lucian back when he was in Castle Fairfax. But Lucian is a man who has his own plans. So as we try to meet up with Garth and find out where he is, Lucian and his men show up and take Garth away, taking him to the spire and holding him prisoner. In order to get to the spire, we have to find out where Lucian is recruiting his men, which is in Westcliff. So we head there to participate in a crucible, and the winners of the crucible are then invited to the spire to become the soldiers of Lucian. On our quest there, we end up spending 10 years in the spire serving, and you have the option to either bend the knee to the spire and Lucian, or resist and lose your experience. As a game mechanic, this is super dope. I really like this one. After your 10 years are spent there, you then have an opportunity from Garth breaking through his chains. He uses the last of his power to defeat one of the guards. And as you come down to check, you see that he's free and use this opportunity to fight your way out. You and Garth fight your way out of the tower, making it back to Albion. And as you land back on the coast, the mysterious lady and your dog come and greet you, which is one of the sweetest moments I've ever had in a game. That actually gave me goosebumps. So that's 2 heroes down, 1 more to go. After those 10 years have passed, the world has changed depending on the choices you made before you left to the Spire. So any good choices you made the towns a little more prosperous. Any bad choices you made, there'll probably be more bandits, less good people. The town would look more rundown. I made all good choices, so I don't exactly know how the town would look, but that's just my assumption. For the last hero, while you're gone for 10 years, Hana has been doing research, going around from pubs to pub, gathering information about who the hero of skill might be. And she gets information that there's a pirate called Reaver who has set up shop in a place called Bloodstone. Him and his gang have stopped there after plundering so many other ships and lands, islands. So we go to pay him a visit. We end up in Bloodstone, we do some quests to earn our renown, and then he gives us a chance to prove ourselves, where we do his hero quest, and we have the option of either using this young girl as a sacrifice or sacrificing our life, which is kind of a hard choice because when the game starts, you spend 10 years recovering, and then as soon as you do his quest, you just got out of the Spire. You were in the Spire for 10 years. So there's a hard choice on how many years do you really want to give up again. But I don't think it affects the story. I haven't played after beating the game. I don't see how that affected the story, but it does make you older, I guess. So after you finish your hero quest, the game then tells you that you should finish any unfinished business, because after that you go straight into the end of the game. So you have your battle with Lucian and his men. After all 4 heroes are gathered, Lucian's men attack. After dispatching them, you guys go and do the hero's ritual, which it looks like they give their powers to you. I didn't understand. I didn't catch what was happening here, but it looks like you guys were all joining powers and they were giving all their powers to the 4th hero, something. But Lucian shows up, knocks out everybody, teleports them to the Spire to use them to power it, and then kills you. But during this time, you have this weird dream where you see your sister and the music box comes and helps you. I don't understand that either, but that's what happens. After you're revived from the music box, you end up right in front of Lucian as he's standing at the pinnacle of the 3 heroes, absorbing their power, and you use the music box to absorb his power, stopping him from using the Spire. I don't know, the ending was kind of confusing, or maybe I wasn't paying attention enough, but that's really it. You kill Lucian. The mysterious lady from the beginning of the game lets you decide on your wish to resurrect everyone who died in the Spire, to either bring back your loved ones or great fortune. And by the end of the campaign, I really didn't care, so I just went for fortune. I was like, although my dog did die, I was pretty sad about that. And the camera guy, the guy who made the camera, I was pretty shocked about that too. But I took the riches, and that's the campaign. Next is Albion. The world feels pretty good. I really like the idea of the choices you make and the people you help are persistent throughout the world. Certain people that you help end up prospering, and that comes back and helps you. And because they prosper, like if you help a farmer, now his land is actually flourishing. He's making money, and then everyone is well fed on top of that. And you see that over the time skips, which is really cool. Standout characters, you spend the most time with Hana. Hana has a mouth on her, and she's probably made me laugh the most. Garth, pretty quiet. You don't get to talk to him as much. Reaver just comes off as an ass. As soon as you meet him, he's just an ass to the end. You spend like maybe 10-15 minutes max with Reaver, and he's just an ass the whole way through. The side characters, people you do quests for, are probably the more memorable ones. As I said before, there's a gentleman who takes photos and he tells people, this is going to be a great photo. We just have to wait 3 months till it develops, which is hilarious. Although he gets killed for that by Reaver. And then there's also a mission where you find a partner for a guy you save at the the beginning of the game after your 10 years of resting. You come back from the Spire and his son is grown up now and looking for a partner, and you help him find a partner. So the characters in the main story weren't that memorable, but the side quest characters, there's some of them that I fell in love with. The environment's pretty nice. Then there's the loot. There's hidden chests everywhere. The dog came in clutch because the dog will either bark when a chest is around, when enemies are around, or he'll lead you to a spot where you can dig up loot. And then there's ways to upgrade his combat skill and his treasure finding. So you were definitely finding stuff. You had a pretty full inventory if you paid attention to those. The skills, I really didn't understand how to use the magic properly. I understand you could charge it up and then you could put different slots in for charging, but I just stuck with like some melee. I used lightning to stun the enemy and then just whacked them till they died. If it was a bigger enemy or if they were far away, I just did some shots. I don't think I paid enough attention to the combat, but it wasn't bad. Like I wasn't bored doing it. There's a way I can see people making builds that could be really fun to use to play through. Maybe if I play more of this, then I'll mess around with something like that. But just for my first initial thoughts and opinions, the combat was, man, it was whatever. The story is whatever. Having that open world that's so interactive, the world was the most like important part of it. I see where the fun is. Overall, I had a good time. I can't complain. But those are just my thoughts on Fable 2. I don't know if you guys all resonated with that, but let me know how you felt about Fable 2 in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day and be safe.